Tatum O'Neal enjoying the tennis, and she does get nervous. I watched her in San Francisco. I talked to her after the match yesterday, and she told me that it's not easy for her to watch John McEnroe play a tennis match. She is as nervous as he is out on the court. But John says she has helped his life overall, and he's glad she's here. Tricky touch there.
Lendl a little aggravated at his lob. Thought it could have been better.
McEnroe goes to 15 love. It is 5-4. Lendl leading in the second set. McEnroe won that first set rather easily, 6-1. Remember, though, it's 3 out of 5.
13 love.
John continues to keep the pressure on with that first serve.
Don't you think, Donald, that's the difference right now? McEnroe's serving so well, he just doesn't let Lendl get in the match.
Precisely.
30 love.
I haven't seen McEnroe move this well, Barry, in a long time.
Well, you saw him there. He finishes his motion, and he is about 3 feet inside the service line, ready to hit that first volley. Oh, it hit the top of the net. Had it not, it might have been a clean winner. 40 love McEnroe. McEnroe, the 1978 intercollegiate champion during the 1 year that he attended Stanford University. Go wide. First real good return from Lendl in this game, but McEnroe still has the advantage, 40-15, to get even at 5-all. This match, 1 hour and 12 minutes old. Players started at precisely 3 o'clock Antwerp time Sunday afternoon. Way wide off the forehand, and so John McEnroe holds serve at 15. The score 5 games all in the second set. McEnroe leading 1 set to love.
May get into a tiebreaker here.
Second set.
6-all.
Right here, Donald. Do you think Lendl really ought to keep trying to come in with the McEnroe return as good as it is?
I do. You know, I think he should come in on both serves.
Both
I don't think he thinks that, but.
Lendl ready. We are in the 11th game of the second set. Again, the serve right into the body of McEnroe has been the most effective first serve from Lendl thus far. McEnroe seems to return better when he is stretched out. Full swing off the forehand for the McEnroe return. Brought that ball about 6 inches inside the baseline. And a little surprised with that return. 15-all. I haven't seen him look over at that trophy too often.
No. He's trying to keep looking at John.
Called good. McEnroe doesn't even look back, walks slowly across the baseline. Both sideline lines people are jumping out of their chairs and then getting way over to the right behind the player so they can look in at that side service line. It's the only way you're able to call it. There you see the side linesman way out to the right.
John had the ball in his racket.
40-15.
Mishit it.
Lendl at game point, 40-15. He'd love to get that sixth game and force a tiebreaker, or possibly break serve in the next game. Called a fault by the side. The center service person said good.
It's a fault.
Didn't he just tell you that you're supposed to overrule?
Yes. Second set.
Good overrule.
Lendl wanted him to change his call.
Yvonne looks over at that service linesman after he missed that volley, sort of threw the ball up in the air as though he had thought maybe about hitting it over there. Changed his mind. Still game point. Lendl has that fidgety little motion where he will change those two balls around in his hand and then finally stick one in his pocket. There that comes out again.
It's a nervous habit.
It's really interesting. It's almost like he's changing his mind.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, and that time he did hit the ball over at the side linesman who made that call that he didn't like.
The reason he's doing that, Barry, he thought the game was over.
Donald, that could hurt him. Big point there. Missed an easy forehand volley. And so now, suddenly, from 40-15 up, Lendl at 40 all.
Oh, he's got the first serve when he needs it. Let's watch Lendl now, the high toss. Very long backswing. Look at the wrist snap at the last moment. He knows it's an ace.
Lendl's height definitely helps him on that big serve. I don't see how McEnroe gets the pace that he does being much shorter.
Great rally at the net by both players.
And a disappointed John McEnroe thought he had that shot lined up. Instead, Lendl wins the game. He leads 6-5 in the second set.
And the lead 5.
Serving to get even at 6 all. Another very close call there. You can hear the crowd.
Stilte, kannst du bitte? Danke.
Worst position for McEnroe right now. He's got a whole serve just to get into the tiebreaker.
About 15.
Lunging for that backhand. Lendl starting to hit the forehand return with much more pace. And now suddenly, Lendl 3 points away from evening this match at 1 set all. That ball hit the top of the net. That helped it carry way out for a fault.
Lendl unlucky there. He really nailed the forehand. It hit the top of the net and sprayed wide.
So many times, Donald, when that happens, the ball will come into the court after it hits wide like that. I think that's what Lendl was hoping for right there. 15 all.
Not going to beat McEnroe on a hope. He's got to hit a winner. Great serve.
Again, that serve out wide. McEnroe has used that in the deuce court very effectively here. And how quickly the tables turn. Now McEnroe 2 points away from the tiebreaker. McEnroe used to play a little soccer in high school. Good footwork there.
Game, McEnroe.
And we're into the tiebreaker. 6 games all.